afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. My name is Sabina Wakesho. You're getting us from Uprising TV. And we are here again for another power-packed session. Yes. To learn, to relearn, to unlearn, to be ignited by an amazing Father Chibole here with us at our studios. Karibu sana Father Chibole.
Asante Wakesho.
Salimia watu wangu wa Uprising TV.
Yes, hamjambo. Bwana asifiwe.
Amen.
Tumsifu Yesu Kristo.
Mlele, amina.
Asante. Yes. Sure.
Karibu sana.
Nashukuru.
To this episode of Ignite Show.
Yes.
We have missed you.
Me too. Coming here over the weekend makes my weekends.
That's karibu.
Asante.
We are always ready to learn.
Sure.
We are expectant and we believe that you have a lot for us.
Thank you.
We have our pens, we have our books, we are going to take notes. And not only taking notes, we are going to implement, yet we are going to learn.
Sure.
Karibu.
Asante sana.
Yes.
You know, when you're talking about ready to learn, the other day I was discussing with the students about the 7 competencies that this new system of education, CBC, intends to impart on our children.
Yes.
And there was one that was talking about learning to learn. Learning to learn, that we should learn to learn. That being a good student is something to acquire.
Nice.
So from the womb to the tomb, we should be ready to learn. And learning has no end.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
And we are here again today for Ignite Show at Uprising TV. Please share the link. We are going to learn a lot to someone out there. Subscribe, be ready to comment, send questions, and we are going to answer them. And also, we are on all our Facebook, on all our social media pages, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. You'll see us there. Please go there and be a blessing to us and be blessed by this session. Today, we are going to talk about an amazing topic.
Yes.
And we are going to learn. Young people na kazi.
Yes, vijana na kazi.
Yeah, amazing. Vijana na kazi.
Yes.
We are in the age where we really want to acquire things so fast.
Yes.
We don't love process.
Yes.
And we forget that work is part of the process.
It is. It is.
We love shortcuts so much.
Yes.
We love to get things so fast.
Yes.
But now I'm learning that we need to work.
Yes.
And there are ethics to work.
Correct.
Father Chibole, what do you think about work and ethics to work?
True. Very true that working is one of the reasons God created us. You know, the Bible teaches us that we are created to worship, to work, and to witness. And most of our life, if Psalm 90:10 is anything to go by, that our lifespan is 70 and more, then most of our years we spend at work.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yes. So the true how to work and why to work is very important. Work defines us, defines who we are, and the way we work is who we are. And so it's one thing to find work, it's another thing to know how to work and keep the work, and to work to retirement is an achievement in itself. So as you think about the outcome of work, we must also think about the how, because people are in a hurry to think about what work brings. Of course, we work for income. And so don't just think about the money that you make through work, but also, as you rightly said, the process determines the product. So it's very important, and you'll see that in one of the kinds of work ethics, there is an emphasis on procedural, the procedure. Very important that we pay attention to the means rather than just the end. Yes, much as we work with the end in mind, but if you rush for the end without caring about the process, then mistakes are bound to be made.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so the beginning, the continuation, and the end of work is very important to consider. Yes, the work has a beginning, work has a middle and work has an end. So very important that, as you say, we seem to be having a challenge with work ethics.
Yeah, very
and
true.
The youth have rightly asked us to discuss this so that we can work for the glory of God, for service of humanity, and for our own good, other than cut shortcuts, make shortcuts that it's very frustrating to see so many young people fired, dismissed from work. As soon as they're employed, they're dismissed. And that's why we should contribute. We should ignite the desire to work ethically, to keep the rules of the game, so that you play the 90 minutes. You're not red carded. Even in an ordinary game, players who don't keep to the rules are dismissed from the field.
Very true.
And that's very frustrating for the fans. When your team is reduced to 10 people, 9 people, you already start to feel defeat is coming.
Very true.
Yes, we must learn to play 90 minutes. Play to the end of the game. So that's why I agree with the young person who requested us to discuss work ethics, as this is a really topical issue.
Very true.
And it's we are happy to ignite the desire to work following set rules and regulations, so that the outcome is achieved. And in the work, there's the owner of the work, there's the worker, and there's the receiver of the work. So that the three parties involved in work are all in a win-win situation. The owner of the work is satisfied, the worker is taken care of, and the receiver of the work, the client, the customer, is also happy to have received a good deal. Sure. So it would be good then to define work, define ethics, and then work ethics, and we pick it from there.
Before we get there,
yes,
let's hear what God says about work.
Sure.
That is our norm.
Yes,
we hear from the word of God.
Always start with
the word of God. We are building on the rock,
yes,
the solid rock.
Correct.
And when we build on God, we cannot fail, right?
We will never fail.
Very true.
Sure.
Thank you. We are reading from the book of Colossians.
Yes.
Chapter number 3, verse 23. I have several verses with me.
Yes.
Colossians chapter number 3, verse 23. The Bible says, "Work willingly at whatever you do, as though you are working for the Lord rather than for people." Yes. Wow. Yes. Wow. Ephesians chapter number 4, verses 28. The Bible says, "If you are a thief, quit stealing. Instead, use your hands for good hard work, and then give generously to others in need."
Yes.
Yes. And then we have John chapter number 6, verses 27.
Yes.
The Bible says, "But don't be so concerned about perishable things like food. Spend your energy seeking the eternal life that the Son of Man can give you. For God the Father has given me the seal of his approval." Wow. And then we have Galatians chapter number 6, verses 4 to 5, I think 6.
Yes.
Pay careful attention to your own work, for then you will get the satisfaction of a job well done, and you won't need to compare yourself to anyone else. Wow, those who are taught the word of God should provide for their teacher, sharing all good things with them. I am coming back to Galatians.
Yes.
And then we have Philippians chapter number 4, verses 13. The Bible says, "For I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength." Through Christ who gives me strength. Galatians chapter 4.
Yes.
We are reading verses number 5, 4 and 5.
Yes.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
Galatians 4. We are reading 4 and 5. The Bible says, okay. We did not read verse 5, that's why I'm repeating.
Yes.
Verse 5 says, "God sent him to buy freedom for us who were slaves to the law, so that he could adopt us as his very own children." Now that is what the Bible says about work.
Very, very
it's amazing
powerful.
that God it's the will of God for us to work.
Yes.
And his heart, he wants us there.
Yes.
And there's a reward.
Yes.
And work as if you're doing it unto the Lord.
Yes.
Wow, 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 wow.
Yes, success and salvation comes out of good work.
Oh, nice.
So our work should help us succeed in this life. Our work should save us. We shall be saved by faith and work. So good work saves.
Wow, wow.
And bad work condemns. So we must know that behind the client we are working for, there is a God. So we're actually working for God.
Amen.
And he gave us the ability to work, and so he knows what we can do. And he has very high expectation of our work. So that, yes, we are working for God, we are working for others, and of course we are working for ourselves. So as long as you remember that the triune dimension of work, God, others, and self, you would never go wrong. But if you just think work is for me to get this and get running, then that's how you will lose the client and you will offend God.
Yeah.
And that's how somebody's work becomes short-lived.
Wow, wow.
Sure.
And I am so sure there's some people who are confused. Work ethics.
Yes.
Could you maybe define some terms?
Sure.
Nice.
Yes.
Amazing.
Let's help our viewers. So work is defined as any activity done physically and mentally for a given outcome.
Okay.
So any activity done physically and mentally for a given outcome. So we can see work is not just physical, work is mental, work is spiritual. You know, we work with our bodies, we work with our minds, we work with our spirits. Yes. When the three, when work is not just physical, then its purpose is achieved. So as you rightly read in the word of God, that we must work with our heads, with our hearts, and with our hands, putting all the three in there. When that is done, God is glorified, humanity is served, and the individual gets their revenue, gets their reward. Yes.
Oh, nice.
So that's work, any activity that is done by body and mind and spirit for a given outcome.
Yes.
And then, so work is a duty, work is a task, work is an activity. An activity, it's a duty, it's a task done for others. And so that at the end of the day, service is delivered.
Nice.
Ethics is actually, these are moral rules. Ethics are moral rules that governs a person's behavior. Generally, ethics are a set of moral rules that govern our behavior.
Yes.
Yeah, so ethics is for behavior, good behavior. But now, therefore, work ethics is defined as a set of moral values or principles that guide a person's behavior at work. Yes, so we realize that this set of rules, this set of moral rules that guide someone at work is what we call work ethics. So it's actually good behavior at work. We must behave well at work. And we realize that in ethics, we highlight on the attitude, the behavior, and even the company one keeps well at work. Our attitude towards work should really be that God is glorified, humanity is served, and then I get my revenue, my reward to be able to make ends meet.
Wow.
So that attitude is important. It's never about me, the worker only. Remember, the work has an owner.
Yes.
And the ultimate owner of any work we do is God. Because God is the source of our professions and vocations. And then there is a client whom we must not only establish, serve, but also maintain.
Yeah.
Yes, because especially these days of meeting targets, and so on, you want to keep a client, because notice that the world has so many workers, so many service providers. So you must give a client a reason to come back.
Yes.
So if you serve them well, you retain them. If you mishandle them, they go never to return. So that way, then the organization can go down. If we lose clients, we lose business, and we run out of work, we close down. And so many organizations have closed down for lack of work ethics.
Wow.
When they did not think about the client. So we must really be very professional. We must be client-centered. There's somebody who benefits from our work. That person is very important. Without them, we have no work to do. And God and others are part of our clients. Behind that client, there is a God who gave us the job and who expects that we do it well, so that when the client is happy, God is happy. When the client is mishandled, God is mishandled.
Very true.
Yes.
Wow, that
Yes.
is amazing.
So these are just set of rules that one must use while at work. Yes.
And we have essentials of work ethics.
Yes. So work ethics is so essential, and their following would be things to consider as you work for others. Number one is punctuality. Punctuality is an essential of work ethics. We must work on time. We must be timely. Be there on time. Do the work for the client on time. If you promise them, I always see service charters in organizations. They'll tell you this work will be done within this period of time. This is a one-day job. This is a 1 week, 1 month. It's important to be timely, to be punctual. Not only at arriving at work and when you leave, but also in doing the work in the stipulated time. So punctuality is essential, number one, for work ethics. Number two is accountability. So you're punctual and you're also accountable. You take responsibility for what you have done. In case you served a client and a mistake is done, you can own up and say, sure, yes, this happened in my hands, and we are able to correct it as follows. Number three is adaptability. Adaptability is a third essential of work ethics, that we should be able to adapt to different workplaces, different customers or clients, different environment, different bosses. You know, a good worker is one who adapts to the standards that go with it.
Wow, that is amazing. I've had a case of a friend who was fired because of they never keep times. They never keep time, and they couldn't have them kwa kazi. Sasa yeye kukalisha kazi ndio kazi yake ngumu. Anapata lakini sasa kuilinda inamshinda. Wow, this is so amazing. This is so amazing. Wow, and then we have kinds of work ethics.
Yes, very nice that we highlight on that. So I want to highlight on 5 kinds of work ethics. Remember, ethics here referring to set rules, the how of working. So there are 5 ways we can work. The first one is called relational work ethics. So in this type of work ethics, one works to maintain a relationship. One looks at work as a relationship. So you pay attention to the person you're serving, because you know, if you build a relationship, you keep the client. So you see work as a relationship between the giver and the receiver of the goods or services. So that's quite a good type of work ethics. The next one is called missional, from the word mission. Missional work ethics. Here, the worker, mission accomplished. He works to finish the job. So he doesn't have the client at mind, but is the work done?
Okay.
So if I'm supposed to end work at 5 If it is 5,
It is 5.
it is 5. So they would leave the client unattended like that. But the one who does relational work ethics will see, well, although it's 5, he may even extend to 5:36 for as long as the client is served. So here, your target is the person.
Yes.
In missional work ethics, you are targeting the work. So you have done the work. Get going. The work is done. Mission accomplished. So you don't care whether the client is satisfied or not. Me, I've done my job and I expect my pay. Then we have the third type of work ethics that we call procedural. Procedural work ethics. Here, the worker pays attention to procedures. They're very procedural. Here, it's not so much about the person or the outcome, for as long as I follow the process. Satisfied, work done or not, you see, they stick to the rules here. It is supposed to be this. So again, you can see the emphasis there can be tricky. The next type or kind of work ethics is called hierarchical work ethics. Here, the worker pays attention to the rank and position of the client. So they will serve bosses better than juniors. So the worker here looks at who. So they will give better service to somebody of a higher status and poor service to. So you look at the rank.
I get it.
Again, that kind of style of working isn't very good. A client is a client.
Yes.
So if you do that, then you may as well retain the bosses and lose. And bosses are not so many.
Very true.
Yeah, so that kind of style of working, again, is limited. And then we have a democratic work ethics. Here, fairness.
Fairness.
Yes, you pay attention to the majority as much as, democracy is good, but not necessarily the best. Because in democracy, majority have their way, minority have their say. So here, you go with the majority. What do the majority say? So you pay attention to the majority and you may ignore the minority. Just like you saw, hierarchical, you
pay attention to the bosses.
To those high in rank, and you ignore those in low.
The juniors.
Juniors. So again, as you can see, of these 5 kinds, number one is the best, the relational, because a client is a human being. So you work for their satisfaction.
Very true.
So this is the best kind, even though in all these there's some emphasis. You see, one is emphasizing the person, the work, the procedure, the rank, the numbers.
Wow.
But the best is when you see relational, you take every client as an individual and you serve them to the best without looking at their position, their numbers, whatever. So the best for our youth who are listening to us, if you're looking at the best type of work ethics, go for the relational one.
Yes.
That one will, and indeed, life is a relation. Life is the way you relate. Even God does not just see us as creatures, creator-creature relationship. No, God is a friend. God is so relational. He loves each one of us as if we were the only one to be loved. So you serve this client like he's your first and your last.
Oh, wow.
And that when you give everybody their importance, whether they are young or old, rich or poor, you achieve the best, because each client is unique and the client is the boss. So in good work ethics, the clients calls the shots.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very, 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 very true. I love this relational work ethics. I heard of it, but I didn't really understand it. I'm understanding it right now.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And then we have features of work ethics.
Yes. So now,
touch.
yes, we can touch on the features of work ethics. So here, I want to highlight on again 5 features. The first feature in work ethics is confidence. So as you work, under features, we're looking at what really should inform the way we work and work for people. Work for people confidently. When a client comes to you, remember, you are the professional, build their confidence.
Wow.
For example, this is a patient and you're a doctor. Let the patient have confidence in you, that in your hands, they will get the best. So there is need to work with confidence. Let confidence define the way we work. Number 2, commitment. Commitment is the second feature of good work ethics. Yes, be committed. Serve your client, body, mind, and soul. Be there. And if you tell them to come tomorrow at 8, please be there. Yes, remember the client is the boss. And not just the one who employed you, because this client keeps you at work.
Very true.
No client, no work. The boss will release you if there are no people you're serving. Then the third feature of good work ethics is competence. Competence. Again, you are trained, you are talented, you are capable of doing that. So be competent. And you've built their confidence, you've held their commitment. Now, do the job that you are there to do. The next feature is compassion. Compassion. Have mercy on the client. Remember, they are going to spend their time, their talent and treasure coming for that good or service. Please be compassionate. Feel with the client. They're going to spend their money and their time on this. So give them their best. Have mercy on them. Just see how they part with so much. If you're a teacher, teach compassionately. Have mercy on the student and on the parent who has to cough so much to have their children. If you're a doctor, a nurse, a clinical officer, a medical personnel, have mercy on the patients.
Very true.
Yeah. Nobody comes to hospital for a walk willingly. So you just cannot say it is 5, it's time to go, and you can see patients on a queue and you abandon them. That's lack of compassion. You wouldn't like the same to be done to you, that somebody walks out on you just because it's time to go home.
Very true.
And so on. And then the 5th feature of work ethics is character. It's important to know that each work has a character that goes with it. If you're a soldier, there is a soldier's character.
Very true.
Yes, and acceptable. If you're a teacher, a doctor, an engineer, a transport provider, there is a character that goes with that. So it's important. That's why we go to college, we go to campus, that we may acquire the right character that goes with the right career. So career and character go together. Yes. So for us to be professional and ethical in our working, then we must pay attention to the confidence, commitment, competence, compassion, and the character that goes with the work we do.
Wow.
Sure.
That is for me. Confidence, commitment, compassion, competent, and character.
Yes.
Some of the features of work ethics. And maybe we can talk about the styles.
Yes. Let's look at the styles of work. And so, as we're discussing this, when I just mentioned character, indeed, and for the parents in the house, you allow your children choose their careers, choose the work because work and character go together. For example, if your son or daughter fears patients, for example, in their character, they really fear patients, they fear the sick. You shouldn't force them
to be
doctors, nurses, or clinical, because their character. So actually, character determines career. There is a connection.
Character determines career.
Yeah. So sometimes parents, they just want, these high status careers, and they force their children, go. And they pay fees, and and so a child just drifts along. But now when they will go to the field, their character will sell them out because it is not in tandem, and you can see a disconnect. So let's look at the styles. So there are 3 styles with which we should do our work. The first one is called perspective, the perspective style, that as you work, you need to pay attention to the perspective. What is the outlook? What is the purpose of this career? What do you intend to achieve? So always work with the style of perspective, that this is what is expected of this work I am doing.
Okay.
Number 2, the style of patience. It's also important to work patiently. Patience is a style that is required in most, if not all, careers. We must be patient with the clients. Some clients are humble, others are arrogant, and because the client is the boss, don't mind. You serve them and let them go. They will not bother you forever. Our journeys with our clients are time-bound.
They are time-bound.
Yeah, as Allah finished, whether they're arrogant or not, you pay attention to the work they have brought, finish the work. Are you happy? Are you done? Yes. They go away with their arrogance. It doesn't stick on you. It's good to be patient with the clients because that is a very important style of work ethics.
Okay.
You keep to perspective means I have come for this good. I've come for this service. And if you stick to that, then there will be no ulterior motive. You've seen people who have gone into relationship with their clients. That is loss of perspective. A teacher who has a love relationship with a student has lost perspective.
Very true.
A preacher who preys on their flock. A doctor who takes advantage of their patient, that is lack of perspective. A politician who forgets about the citizen who voted for them, and they're busy enriching themselves at the expense of the infrastructure, whatever they promised, lacks perspective, and that makes you a bad worker.
Oh, wow.
So if you work without perspective and without patience, you are not ethical. You will lose out on that. Then the third style of work ethics is what is called persistence.
Persistence.
Yes, the style of persistence. Here, you are at it until you achieve the goal. Persistence is an important work ethics style because quality is not compromised. Remember, you are persistent. So you start well, you carry on well, you finish well. Very consistent, very persistent, especially in maintaining the quality of goods and services offered to the client. So 3 ways we work and work well. We work with perspective, we work with patience, and we work with persistence, so that the quality and quantity of goods and services offered to the client is maintained. So let us work perspectively, patiently, and persistently, and the client is satisfied.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. And now we can talk about the core values of work ethics.
Yes. I want to highlight on 7 core values of work ethics. So any set of rules at work that would meet the expectation of everybody, all the parties involved at work, are as follows. Number 1 is love. Love your work. love your clients, love your boss, love your environment. Just work lovingly. Yes, and we don't love because it is the best, but we love in order to make ends meet. Yeah, if we are looking for perfect people to love, perfect jobs, perfect clients, we will never get any. But because that's your boss, just appreciate them, because love is appreciation. Just attend to them. Just be available for. So love is a primary core value of work ethics. Number 2 is respect. Again, at work, you have a boss, you have your peers, your colleagues, and you have your clients. Respect them. Even if you don't if you don't agree with them, just respect. At least respect the position they hold. This one is a client. Even if they're arrogant, your position is a client and meant to serve you.
Yes.
This is a boss. Just respect his office. This is a colleague. As you do this, they do that. So that respect is very key at work. And then responsibility is the third core value of work ethics. That, yes, it is my duty, I do it. I am responsible for this. In that way, you are also respecting your office, that I am the one who is supposed to treat this patient, teach this student, make this bridge, repair that road, make these laws. If you are a legislature,
yes,
you are an MCA or an MP, you are responsible to represent the people, to make laws for them, and to oversight for them. So you are responsible. Never do you put a coat in your seat and you disappear and people keep thinking you're around and you're not. You're not responsible because your coat or jacket at your seat cannot serve the client. It just gives them false hope that you're within. And they keep there, and the whole day, you never show up. Yeah. So that wouldn't make you a good worker. And you can be sure a client treated like that will not be back. Remember, clients have many options. We are in a competitive world.
Very true.
I don't think there is any professional who is alone. You may be few, but you're not the only one. Yes,
there's always an option.
Yes, people have options. So as they come to you, they thought you are the better option, the best option. Once you prove you're not a better option,
they go to
the best, they will go looking for it, and you lose out. And then you will take it personal and think God doesn't love you. People have bewitched you when it is not true.
It is your fault.
It is your fault.
Yeah.
It is you who lacked work ethics and you lost at that. Empathy. Empathy is another core value at work. Yes, feel for others, feel with others. And there's a difference between sympathy and empathy. In sympathy, you feel for others, but you do nothing. But in empathy, you feel for somebody and you do something. You and the client can see you struggling and doing your best to serve them. And they know where your abilities reach. You say, this is how much I can go. And where it's outside your competence, you can refer.
Yeah.
You say, I've served you here, now go see that. And you make referrals, and that's where unity comes in. Because again, nobody works alone. We work as a team, we work with others. Then I want to look at the value of charity. Charity is practical love for others, being kind. And as they say, kindness is the language the blind can read. Kindness is the language the deaf can hear. That even if somebody is blind, they can read kindness.
Yeah.
Even if somebody is deaf,
they can
hear kindness. So it's so powerful that we work kindly. Because again, God was so kind to give you that job. Be kind as you discharge it. And then the next value I want to look at is resilience. Resilience. Yes, being able to bounce back, because there are challenges at work. And a little ahead, we shall be looking at some of the challenges we meet at work. And so a resilient worker is one who is able to recover, to bounce back. After a challenge, maybe you lost a loved one or whatever happened, maybe you are sanctioned, or whatever happened, you're able to bounce back and say, okay, I'll pick it from there. God is on my side. I want to give it another shot. I want to reignite this and move on. So that is equally. And then the last one of the 7 core values is solidarity. Solidarity, again, appreciating the fact that nobody works in isolation. It's always good to remember an organization has many parts to it. You may be a guard at the gate. You are a very important part of that organization. As you open the gate, you are welcoming people. You already give them a face of that organization. So you open the gate with a smile. You're kind to the visitors, because nobody walks, rides, or drives to your institution for nothing. So there's no need being so arrogant, and yet I've brought you business. Actually, as you open the gate, that's where you get your earning. If there was nobody to open the gate to, then your job is done. The receptionist, you are the face of the organization. Be kind. Yes. Receive that and show them where they're supposed to. Sometimes you meet very rude guards and receptionists, so that was it a mistake for me to come here?
Very true.
Yeah,
Very
you wonder. So that's lack of work ethics. A client like that has forgotten, a worker like that has forgotten all they learned. And so that's why for our young people who are job hunting, who are settling down in their jobs, indeed this is timely. You can employ these values and you not only get a job, you will keep it and work to retirement.
Thank you.
And that will be very good.
That's so amazing.
Yes.
And I've heard us young people giving excuses.
Yes.
The client was rough, the boss was hard on me, that co-worker was not kind.
Yes.
It all started from them. It was not my fault. It was them. I just reacted out of their what they did.
Yes.
So sometimes, and they say, I was a nice one. I had very good work ethics.
Yes.
But because of the people wenye nimepatana na wao, they have changed me nikakuwa a different person. Of course, they can validate their points.
Yes.
And I think those are the few challenges we face in trying to maintain work ethics, right?
Correct.
Maybe we can elaborate on challenges and how to overcome them.
All right. And you already mentioned one of them, the arrogance. Yes, one of the challenges of work ethics or at work is arrogance. Yes, of your boss, of your colleagues, or your clients. Because remember, as a worker, you oscillate around these teams.
Yeah.
Your boss at the top, your colleagues with you, and your clients who come to you. And it is true, they may be arrogant. But notice what people do does not affect us if we don't internalize.
Oh, no.
Yes, and we should not be reactors. We should be actors. If other people control your moods, control you, then that will be very unfortunate. And sometimes, it's good to know that people don't care.
Yes, they don't.
It is you to care for yourself.
And people are very
If you think your boss cares, maybe he doesn't. Your colleagues, your clients. So, and they may as well push you out because they may also want to push somebody in. So it's you to take care of yourself and take care of your job.
Wow.
So whatever they do, you can smile it away, you can laugh it away, and silence can be powerful.
It is powerful.
Yes. When somebody, a story is told of this bird that is that an owl or is that picks chicks. So one day that bird came and picked a chick, and the the mama cuckoo, the mother hen, as usual, as normally, mother hen would fight for the chicks.
Yeah.
But this time round, when the chick was picked, the hen did nothing. The hen was quiet, silent. Do you know when the bird that picks those went with it, reaching the tree and seeing the silence of mother chicken, was so scared that the chicken was quiet, made no noise, made no follow-up, didn't fight back? Believe it or not, that bird brought back the chick.
Wow.
Just to demonstrate how powerful silence can be. When you react, that's what people expect. When you quarrel back, that's what they want. They want to bring the worst of you. But when you're quiet, you confuse them. There's power in silence. There is authority in silence. So, yes. So, here we are proposing, we are handling challenges and remedies.
Very true.
So, when you meet arrogance at work, one of the remedies is to be silent and in charge of the situation. You really don't have to answer back. Yes, there is power in silence. I want to cite another challenge as alcoholism.
Oh.
Yes, there are people, you may have an alcoholic boss, alcoholic colleagues, or alcoholic client.
Or
a client, or you too may be battling with the use of substance. Yes, so that can be a challenge. It may make you unpunctual, it may make you confused. So what do we do with alcoholism? We work on sobriety. We seek help. We go for rehabilitation. Yeah, we know we can, like you always welcome our youth by saying, welcome so that we may learn and learn and relearn. So alcoholism is something we learned. And it's something we can unlearn. Nobody is born alcoholic.
Very true.
Yes, you learned it. Your friends introduced you to this. Recently, I was watching a clip where students were celebrating the 18th birthday of one of them, and they brought her, these were girls, banned to smoke on their 18th birthday. And they were counting, she was supposed to puff it 18 times. 1, 2, 18, yay! And they were, see? So that is a girl who was not born smoking, but here you are, her friends are pushing her into it. So you can see, we can unlearn alcoholism.
Yeah.
There is no habit that we learned that we cannot unlearn. And there is no virtue that we don't have that we cannot relearn. So we unlearn what is bad and we relearn what is good.
Wow.
Yes. So sober up, seek help, you can solve that. Laziness is also a challenge at work. Just not, sometimes you're not in the mood, but just encourage yourself, show up, begin somewhere. The mood will come.
Very true.
Yes, all you need is to get started. Yes, and so we can always kick out laziness and sloth, because we know you need to think about, this is the work that pays my rent, pays my bills. So if I lose it, what happens? So think again, review your attitude towards the work that is now making you lazy. Dishonesty, corruption, taking shortcuts is a challenge at work. You want to cheat your boss, cheat your client, cheat your colleagues into making an extra coin. Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Because you may get away with it once or twice or thrice, but siku za mwizi ni 40. The 40th day sometimes comes too early. Yes. So honesty is always the best policy. When you get something small that is blessed, it is always better than something more that is not blessed. So bit by bit we will get there. Promiscuity. Sometimes we call them work relationships. You know, work ethics is against love relationship between colleagues. You know, although people may fall in love in the same organization, and as soon as that happens, they should be separated. Yes, we should be able to own up and say, now I'm in love with a colleague and we're even thinking marriage, so that you can be separated. Because office relationship, work relationships can be very tricky to handle.
Yeah.
Yes, so they can be very destructive. So, so that should be dealt with. But sometimes there's just promiscuity at work. When people who are married, they also have extramarital relationship at work, and it can be messy.
Very true.
Yes, this is a challenge. What is the remedy? Fidelity. Be faithful to your spouse. You didn't come to work and lose your marriage.
Yeah.
But remember, the work will end, but your marriage should persist. So, procrastination, almost neighboring on laziness. This is when you keep postponing even what you should do now. You just keep everybody waiting. You go, we will do it. Again, that's bad for you, bad for the client, bad for the organization. Gossip. Gossip is also a challenge at work. There are people who love speaking behind others. That again is a challenge. It is a bad habit at work. It must be when we should desist from such talking behind. If a colleague is not doing something right, courtesy demands, brotherly, sisterly correction demands that you reach out and say, brother, sister, when you do that, we all are affected, and yet this is not you. This is not you. When you started this work, you were very committed. Talk to them rather than talk about them.
Talk to them rather than talk about them.
Sure.
Amazing.
Sure, yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Now the challenges, those are the few challenges and the remedies that we can have in the work ethics.
Yes.
And then we also have best practices.
Yes, correct.
In workplaces.
Yes, it's always good for organizations to benchmark, to reach out, to interact, so that we may think we are the best hospital, the best media house, maybe the best church in town. But when we reach out, when we benchmark, for sure, we may pick something we don't have. So that's why interorganizational interactions, sports, festivals, outings are very healthy because they expose you to some best practices you may not have paid attention to. So the following are best practices we can pick in the line of work ethics. Number one is assurance. Assurance is a good work practice. Yes, we must assure one another that we are doing our best. We need bosses who assure their subjects, subjects who assure their clients. And so you're just assured that the best will be done.
Yeah.
So there are organizations that do this, and everybody flocks there. The parents are sure their children will excel. Yeah, because indeed their words and their deeds conform.
Yeah.
And so working with assurance, assuring your clients is a best practice that should be picked. Consultation. Consultation is a good work ethics practice. Consultation, where referrals, you consult, you don't shy away from saying, give me a minute, let me consult.
Yeah, very true.
Other than give them a raw deal.
You don't know it all.
You may not know it all. Yeah. So that's why we don't work alone. We work with others. And there's always you can refer.
Yes.
Yes. So consultation is a good work ethics. It is. The next one is compliance. Yeah, being compliant to the new trends. Yes. Where is the world going? What is expecting? So to trying to be very compliant. And that, again, that's why ongoing training in service are very good for organization. And as a good worker should be ready to go for a seminar, a workshop, and go and reactivate your skills, your knowledge, because the world, clients are dynamic. They change every day. And an organization and a worker who does not comply to the expectation of the clients, they will run themselves out of business. So compliance is a good work ethics practice, if not the best. Then risk management. Risk management is another good practice that we should all embrace in our place of work, that we must ensure that whatever risk may find our bosses, our colleagues, ourselves, our clients are managed. So we, again, are very keen to see what risks do our clients, do our workers, do our colleagues face when they visit our organization, so that we are preventive rather than curative. We don't wait until something wrong has happened for us to attend to it. And then the fifth best practice at work is audit and feedback. Yes, when we get feedback and audit, very important that we evaluate our past, present, and future, and we have mechanisms for feedback. That is why organizations need suggestion boxes, where somebody can drop a comment, whether they were well served, or not, whatever. Yes, a feedback mechanism. Workers who don't appreciate feedback will render themselves out of work.
Oh, wow.
Yes, we must allow our clients to tell us how it is. How can we improve? Where did we do them good? And where can we improve? So those are 5 best practices that every worker, every organization should pay attention to, from assurance to consultation, compliance, risk management, and audit. Feedback. Very important that we pick that from others. We see how are people handling this in the organization. This defines why some organizations are overflowing with clients. Some schools are over-enrolled when other schools are under-enrolled. Why? Just because of these 5 practices. People are assured, consulted, compliant, and so on.
Wow, today Ignite episode feels like a master's class.
Sure.
This I don't think it's only for young people.
Sure.
I think it's for young people of yesterday.
Yes.
The employers.
True.
And also the young people of today and the young people of tomorrow.
Very true.
Because like these best practices, the compliance, many people want to take a lot of organizations are taking shortcuts. And they end up paying greater prices baadaye.
Sure.
Some people are not doing their audits. Not only the basic things, the basic work, ethics, life, and doing the audit. They're not doing it, organization. And they pay bigger price later. Risk management, people get injured at workplace. And the boss did not maybe they did not insure the company. They did not, you see, those are some of the risks management. This must be a master's class.
Sure.
For a boss who is following us today.
Yes.
I believe you have a lot to really check on your to-do list. Go and put these things down and check, am I compliant? Am I doing auditing? You take notes? Take notes and go check. So that you avoid losing clients, because if you lose clients, you lose your business.
You lose the work.
And you lose the work. Wow, this is so amazing. And we are almost coming to the end, but I believe you are learning and you are sharing this link to someone else, so that you don't be selfish, please. Share this link to somebody so that we all get blessed. We all learn. Today I've learned a lot. And there's so many benefits.
Yes.
As I've really checked on what we have done.
Yes.
So many benefits of
that
really creating a very health work ethics and having work ethics at our workplaces.
True.
Maybe you can mention a few.
Yes. Let's conclude by looking at the benefits of working ethically. You know, you can work in any other, but the best is to work following laid down rules, because rules are there to help us. And as you mentioned that, you know, how the youth we are dealing with today, these are the present and future bosses.
Yeah.
So it's good as they work and they pay attention to this, because we have a lot of hope in our youth. 60% of our population is youth. The future is youth.
Yeah.
And when the youth get it right, we are because
safe.
youth can be agents, powerful agents of change.
Very true.
Yes, when we look at them doing things right, and because of their numbers, you know, the youth can influence adults. They can influence children to do things right.
Wow.
And so that's why this program, and we want to really congratulate Uprising TV for just having a program for the youth on a weekend like this, and empowering you for today and even for tomorrow. So let's begin to conclude by looking at the benefits of work ethics, why it is good to work ethically. Number one benefit is increased productivity. When we work ethically, our productivity is increased. We would have more goods and more services. So it is increased productivity at all levels. The boss works better, the workers, the clients are all at their best. Number two is assured growth and development. Once we work ethically, we are assured of growth and development. Okay, and which is very important.
Yes.
We would grow both in size and shape as organizations. Number three is job satisfaction. Satisfaction. The boss is satisfied, the worker, the client, and this is what keeps organizations flowing. Because when your clients are satisfied, you can be sure they will talk about it, and they will come back with more. But when they go away and go away with more. Yes. Next is enhanced reputation, the name. And you know, a name is important.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, the name of a person, the name of an organization, the name of a country, a county, a church. Yes, our names go before us. Even in heaven, your name will reach there before you.
Yeah.
So an enhanced reputation is good for an organization. It's good for a worker. When people say, hey, go and visit so and so, he will do it well for you. So that's important. And then customer retention.
Oh, yeah, very true.
The clients are retained. You know, it's one thing to establish, and it's another thing to maintain and retain. So here, the customer, the clients are retained. Why? They were ethically served, and that was good. And then number 6 is successful venture. That there is, at the end of the day, the organization is successful. You ventured successfully, the profits are there to see, the expansion is there. Hey, the worker grows, the organization grows. There's every benefit. I just wanted to highlight on those 6 as the most accessible benefits that goes with working ethically.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, this is so amazing.
Sure.
Wow. Today's episode was so power-packed. It was really enlightening.
You thank God.
Yes, we've learned so much.
Yes.
But if you really follow today's episode and do everything that we have learned, take notes and really try to check on everything that we have touched today.
Yes.
Success is not is you can also
is within reach.
Exactly. You have to be successful. You have no option.
Yes.
You have no option.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Father Chibole.
Most
and
welcome.
Maybe you can tell us something as we are concluding.
Yes, I wanted to conclude with the golden rule of work ethics. So the golden rule of work ethics says, work for others as you would wish someone to work for you. So work for others as you'd wish someone to work for you.
Wow.
As you sit on that worker's desk, remember one time you will easily sit on the client's desk. So do for that client what you'd want somebody to do for you. So that is the golden rule of work ethics, that work for others the way you would wish someone to work for you. Because life is an echo. Today you are a giver of service, tomorrow you'll be a receiver of the same. If you're a teacher, remember you're preparing teachers for your children.
Yeah.
The very students you teach will teach your children. If you're a doctor, the same you're handling will handle your. So life is an echo. What goes comes back. What goes around comes around.
Yes.
True.
Wow. Thank you so much for that, Chibole.
You're most welcome.
Thank you for joining us. This was so powerful. Sure. I hope you have been blessed. I hope you have enjoyed this session. And please, you can still rewatch this episode on our YouTube platform. Go kwa YouTube yetu, kwenda mali kuna live session, utapata hizi episodes zote hapo. Please don't miss out anything. Share the link, teach someone. Don't be selfish. You have learned so much for you to keep all this to yourself. Asante sana for joining us. My name is Sabina Wakesho. This is a Private TV. Baraka mingi sana.
Shalom.
Shalom.